What's up, guys? All right, we got another question, and that is, how do I increase my freelancing skills? Awesome question. So, what I always do with these projects is I call it like the 10 to 15% rule, and that is try and kind of extend your current skill set by 10% on almost every job that you get. So don't try and take on gigs that you're completely clueless with, because this will eventually like blow up in your face, because you're just going to not know what you don't know and then get stuck, and it can be very detrimental. And yes, that has happened, but you want to avoid that. Realistically, you want to have enough knowledge on something that you know how long exactly it's going to take for you to like key in on those missing pieces. And so that's usually like, if you just need to know like 10 to 15% more, you can usually be like, okay, I know where to study up on that. I know who to like contact for answers. And so you can do like a little research beforehand, because you have enough knowledge to base some answers on. But if you're completely clueless, like anything over that, I think that you're kind of in danger territory, because you don't know what you don't know yet. And there are things that, once you open Pandora's box, there's a lot of gears and things that you don't know how to leverage. And that could be, not just bad with the client and that stuff, but like your time and energy will just be really hurt, because you're not going to be able to like focus on other clients too. And that's really where you don't want to get stuck, because the opportunity cost and time is really, those are really big. Plus, you're not going to get probably paid, more for telling, the client originally that you knew something and didn't, and that's not even that awesome of a way to like kind of, I don't know, handle relationships, right? Like, because you're going under, you have to, if you want to get a sale with someone through Upwork, like you have to convince them that you're like an expert in what you do, because if not, they're gonna find out or call out your bullshit, and then it's not good. So that's how you get a really bad review, when you really set expectations wrong, and you came in being like, yeah, I could definitely do that, definitely do this, and then 10 minutes later you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this, blah blah blah. That's happened to me a lot on the client side, right? Like when I hire freelancers, a lot of times they come in guns blazing, Adam, I can do this, Adam, I can do that, and then push comes to shove, oh, I don't know how to do that. And instead of finding out how to do that, they just fail, So those are like, and that could have been a perfect example of when he should have or she should have just invested into themselves, and they could have come out of that stronger with more knowledge, more expertise, but they chose to go through the path of easiness and just duck out on a project and not willing to just rise to the occasion. So don't be like that. Just be dynamic with your skill set and keep on moving up and gaining that experience and wisdom. And those are things that are going to really, I call it increasing your stock price and your personal self. Like, have your stock go up by your hourly rate. Like that's a great stock indicator of your personal little company. So what's your stock price out now? Is it 12? Is it 10? Is it 5? Is it 25? Right? It can really range. And the best way to do that is to kind of like have a step process on building that, just like a stock in a company. Like, you don't want the stock ever going down. And the cool thing about your stock is like it shouldn't ever go down, because you should just be gaining more knowledge, right? Like, you should just be accruing all of the wealth of knowledge and the expertise, and that should be 100% adding to your stock value and your confidence and what you know about all these different things. So I hope that that answers that question, and I'm really glad you asked it, because it means that it's like, okay, I want to increase my skill set. I'm not coming into it being like I know everything. I don't know everything. There could be new platforms that I've never used that come out tomorrow that are like what everybody wants to use in my field, and I would have to learn them just like you. So you just got to be willing to start that mode in your brain that says, I don't know everything, I know nothing, and I want to absorb information and use those expertise and wisdom for, you know, valuing my time and then having someone else value that time equally. So hopefully that helps. Thanks so much for the question. Bye bye.